Yo, it's your boy Logos, and today I want to react to Officer Tatum, give his perspective on what's going on in Chicago right now. Of course, Chicago has a lot of crime and stuff, and it's been going on for years and decades now. But it seems right now they're having a big, I don't know, boom of crime from their teenager population, and I'm curious to see what Officer Tatum got to say about it. He is a former law enforcement officer, so maybe he has more, I don't know, perspective or insider knowledge on what's going on, and maybe could provide some solutions or maybe alternatives to what the mayor is currently doing. They used to have Mayor Lightfoot, but now they traded out for somebody even worse, this Mayor Johnson fellow. And for what I've seen, he said he wanted to defund the police. It's not just a slogan to him, it's a goal of defunding the police. But you see what happens when you act like the police is all pieces of shit. But let's get into this and see what they gotta say.
Loot because that's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat?
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that.
But it's the white man's fault. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Get you one of these Trump 2.0 shirts right now. The discount code will pop up on the screen. Watch the discount code. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold the discount code for the end of the video. So if you watch to the end of the video, we'll see the discount code in there somewhere. I don't know. It may be somewhere in the video that ain't at the end. I don't know. You want a discount? You need to watch the video. Get your merch in the merch link. In the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 30% off, so you may want to find the discount in the video. All right, let's get to the video at hand. You got these young thuggers out here thugging. And the crazy thing is that people always get on me and say, Brandon, you always talking about black people. You don't hate your own people. Well, I'm trying to call out the drama that's going on that others are afraid to mention, because it's not the white people that are doing this. It's not the white people that are shooting, thugging, selling drugs, gang banging, destroying our own communities and our reputation at the same time. It's our young people who don't have fathers, who don't have adequate parents, that let them come out and mob the streets. So I'm going to let you see the breaking news that happened in Chicago, where these kids are off the chain acting a fool. And then I'm going to show you what the mayor said. And the crazy thing is that the drama is from young black people. The chaos from young black people. The lack of parenthood, or lack of parenting is from young black people. The politicians who are Democrats who are black are promoting this stuff and not doing anything to help these young kids.
Exactly.
Not even holding them accountable or nothing. All right, don't listen to me. Roll the clip. Look at this crazy stuff. I want to cuss.
Flooding into downtown Chicago tonight.
I'll cuss for you.
Smashing car windows, trying to get into Millennium Park, prompting a major police response. Within the past few minutes, shots were fired near the corner of Madison and Michigan. Now, we had a news crew on the scene, but they had to move because of safety concerns. I was there a little bit earlier, about an hour and a half ago, and saw police escorting tourists and visitors to their cars in the Millennium Park parking garage. The crowd was trying to get into Millennium Park, but there are checkpoints that are not allowing anyone under the age of 21 who's not with an adult to get in. So they're massing across the street on the other side of Michigan Avenue. I spoke to a woman whose car was smashed by people jumping on the windshield. She says the crowd began beating her husband as he sat in the driver's seat. He's now been sent to Northwestern Memorial Hospital.
See, this is why I'm all for having a gun, and I don't support gun-free zones like Chicago, because pieces of shit who don't give a fuck about the law, they will ignore it, and us citizens that actually do care and actually just don't want to harm people but want to defend ourselves, we can't do that. That husband, if he could have, I would say he should have just took out his weapon and fired 2 shots into him. And they would have backed the fuck up and speed off. If they get ran over on the way of you speeding off and getting out there, oh well. People need to get consequences for the shit they do. And this mayor won't even say it's a bad thing. But also at the same time, they keep doing this bullshit and intimidating people because nobody's going to give them a reason to stop. I'll give you a good reason to stop. You mess with me and my family or my stuff, I'm going to end your fucking life. And if you're going to say, how could you care about your stuff or your possessions or your property more than a human life. Well, that dumbass human life should have cared more about their safety and their health compared to stealing some shit that doesn't belong to them. I'm not gonna give somebody sympathy when they can't even give themselves sympathy. Get out of my face.
I also talked to a woman, a Chicago native, who was appalled by what she saw.
What's out here is completely ludicrous, to be honest with you. I'm appalled at what I see. I'm from Chicago, and I understand kids having a good time, but this is definitely bad parenting. We have to do better as parents. Our kids should not be out here. Where are their parents at? That's my question.
Hold on, responsible.
Now, you just heard that. They didn't mention that 2 people got shot. Like a 6-year-old boy got shot and a 17-year-old got shot in this mayhem.
6-year-old boy.
So this is not just kids having fun. It's not just kids being rambunctious. These are kids bludgeoning people, destroying property, shooting people, and these can't be no more than 17 years old. All right. Fix this.
Who gonna pay
Who
for
gonna
that?
pay for to fix these cars that they damaging and
For
tearing
real.
up? It get worse. It get worse.
Whoa. People
Setting
just
somebody's car on fire.
just animals. They're acting like animals for no damn good reason.
Look at that.
This is why not everybody should have children. Because if you're not going to give a fuck enough to raise them right and have basic human decency to not attack random people and burn property down, fucking get an abortion, get your tubes tied, get a vasectomy. I don't care what you do, but stop producing people. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you look like. If you don't give a damn enough to raise your fucking kids because you want to bust nuts randomly, don't bust nuts. Jeez. Like, I'm not somebody that is running big government or them intruding on healthcare or anything like that. But when y'all do stupid shit like this, I can only help but think, man, oh man, why is this person allowed to give birth? Because they keep doing this shit over and over and over again. They don't give a fuck. To them, it's just, I'm living my best life and this makes me happy. And busting nuts and not giving a damn about the consequences makes people really fucking happy. Because you get all the pleasure without the pain. You can pass the pain on to somebody else. And that's your kids and that's the rest of society. And me personally, I'm not going for it. I'd rather fucking put a bullet in your fucking kid than let them fuck my life up. Oh well. Cry at his funeral.
Look at you recording, you ain't doing your job.
Look at that. They on the bus blocking traffic. Oh, they just having a good time. Just kids being
I saw I
kids.
hit that gas so fast. I thought I don't give a fuck.
This Joe Spring Bar.
Jumping on people's cars, looting.
Oh shit.
Just look what they did to the
This
store.
is a Walmart.
Look what they did to the store.
They just fucking shit up. Look, there is nothing they could have possibly got of banging that fucking screen in right here. They just want to be destructive. Like, stupid. But then when all the businesses leave, they're gonna fucking cry and moan. They'll cry and bitch and moan about corporate racism or corporatism or capitalism. Is that Walmart? Yeah, that's Walmart. They literally have videos about Walmart closing 4 stores within like a week or so within Chicago urban centers. And you have the community bitching and moaning about them not having access to the groceries and shit. Well, part of the reason why they're destroying it is because people steal all the damn time. Tell the people that you know around you to stop having their kids steal from these damn stores. Walmart already sells this stuff at a low price. That means the profit margins are lower to begin with. When you steal shit, they're only losing more money. They're not a charity. They're not here to stick around just because you feel they should stick around. It has to make business sense. And you destroying people's shit, it doesn't make business sense for them to stay in your area. Are you serious? And then I have to hear sometimes niggas, like, there was a video of like Chicago people talking about this shit and then talking about, so why can't we just pull our money together as a community and open our own Walmart? Motherfucker, if you could have did it before, what stopped you? Now suddenly everybody gonna get a same track mind and pull the money together within this impoverished or poor community and open up a store, like, is it really that easy? You got the chain to get the products. Do you have the know-how to run the business, the employees, etc., etc.? Like, come on, man, this shit isn't easy. Pull your money together after you already destroy the shit. So you got to pay to fix it, and then you're gonna pay for your whole community business that's gonna somehow survive off of community donations. And then what happens when you turn the profit? Does that go back to the community, or certain people get the profits? It just sounds like nonsense. Just stop destroying shit. Just don't do that. This the video. This the video I was talking about when they said we're gonna get our money together and make our own fucking Walmart. This is it.
He put his neck on that man's neck and said we weren't gonna do shit.
Oh yeah.
Because of George Floyd, they did this. That's what this woman just said.
He did that.
Now let me fast forward because the ruckus continues.
Damn, man, I wanted to see because she literally
doing.
I wish she didn't fast forward. I'm gonna see if I can find a clip for another video I'm gonna do. But that lady literally said those two women talking about pulling their money together and making their own community market. Stop.
All kind of crazy stuff. But let me get to the part with Mr. Dum Dum himself, and it's a black man.
A black man. Yep.
It ain't the white man. It's a black man. Listen to what he's saying, or the lack thereof, as an explanation in his city. He's the mayor of this city. His response. The host, look at their faces. You can't see her face, but I'm going to move my head out the way so you can see her face. And look at his faces. Look at how they're responding to the mayor. This guy's the mayor. Roll the clip.
That's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat? Look, no one is going to condone, behavior that quite frankly speaks to a level of desperation.
So you're not condoning looting?
I'm saying that people are acting out of desperation. We don't want a society that is acting out of desperation, but you have to pay attention to the cries that people have.
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that. What I'm saying is, you can't condone the looting that corporations continue to do every single day when they take tax dollars from black, brown, white folks all over the city of Chicago so that they can turn a profit.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all get what y'all deserve.
I agree.
Especially the people that voted for this man.
You get what you deserve.
It is shameful that the man can't just come out and say, this is a problem. Our young folks are cutting up. The parents are failing them. We need accountability, and we need our young people to do what's right. If y'all listening to me on the sound of my voice, we want an opportunity in this country. We want to be viewed a certain way in this country. We need to start acting like we got some sense in order to get respect from each other and other people. A good mayor will make that statement. That man won't even condemn the burning of people's vehicles, the damage of property, the looting and stealing from stores, the bludgeoning of other people, the shooting of a 6-year-old and a 17-year-old, amongst other nefarious things that occurred in your city. And the man don't have enough gall, don't have enough courage to just say the truth. He want to blame. He almost tried to say that they just taking taxpayer dollars to turn a profit only for black people and brown people. But then he had to say white.
Yeah, exactly. Because
it would be incredibly ridiculous, as if they're only doing it to black people. I say this all the time.
You
when
want
I
to
make
say
these
white
statements, and it's discouraging to see how these things transpire. No parenting, no accountability, the bigotry of low expectations. When that rubber hits the road, we now see children acting out in a way that's counterproductive for the city, makes it dangerous in the city, and tourism goes down. Businesses will not move to the city.
They're moving now.
And then they cry about resources and opportunities. Well, if you're burning down your city and you're becoming so violent that people are afraid of you, and we didn't even show the clip where they beat up the white lady. Got a white woman in the corner and they just beat her up. What does that got to do with opportunities? What does that got to do with lack of resources? Does lack of resources make you racist? Does lack of resources make you violent towards other people? Does lack of resources make you loot and damage your own community? These kids ain't working anyway. They don't have a job. They ain't even old enough. This ain't a matter of resources. It's culture. And it's the lack of fathers and parenting. It's introspection. It's look in the mirror and fix the crap that y'all doing. Because the politicians would rather blame the system and blame the white man. When you the mayor, Lori Dirtyfoot was the mayor. Y'all black. Barack Obama came from Chicago, became the president of the United States, and ain't did sugar, honey, iced tea for Chicago and inner city violence in the black community. But y'all still voting for these people. And they ain't done nothing, ain't gonna do nothing, ain't thought about doing nothing, ain't got no solutions.
They don't need to.
And y'all still voting for these same people.
Well, if you don't, you'll have Joe Biden jumping in and saying you're not black. So I don't know what the fuck I am nowadays. Ever since the 2020 election, I've just been in between. I ain't vote for him, so I guess I'm not black anymore. I'm just a person, I guess. I mean, it's crazy. We gotta be so woke and we gotta be so afraid of Trump that we can let a person that literally wrote the crime bill that put a lot of blacks in jail unfairly or sometimes fairly, but your opinion on it is irrelevant. Joe Biden created that bill, and for how long now has black Americans been saying that bill has been, I don't know, evil and, I don't know, wrongfully used in the court of law against black Americans? But you can still have that same guy run for president, you support him, and he'll even say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, on a major black radio show, and those bitch ass niggas said nothing. So who am I to give a shit if somebody like FD, I don't know, FD organism calls you a coon? Like, come on now. Look at the people they support and look at the results of the people that they do support. Nothing changes. Oftentimes, it only gets worse.
And I'll say this, then I'm getting off here. People ask me, the black community. Listen, the black community is liking to the Titanic. It's going like this, inevitable. The black community, generally speaking, is like this. And the goal is to rescue all of the black people that want to be rescued and want to change and want a better life and want to be reasonable. All this, you can get all those black people out, but the community as a whole is going like this. And people are going to challenge me on this point and say, Brandon, you always. Okay, look at the abortion rate. So not only are black people having the most abortions per capita out of any race, they also vote for politicians who push the abortions on them. Murder rate. Not only are we around 50% of all homicides in America, we're also over 50% of all homicide victims in America. And then let's go to incarceration. We are the most incarcerated population of people per capita. How far do we want to go?
Exactly. What point?
Abortions, that mean we're not reproducing. That means we start out as X amount of the population, and I don't know, in about 10 years from now, we're going to be like 5% of the population. Murder rate, we're killing our young people. Then the young people are going to prison and being incarcerated. You know, it goes down the list. Fatherless homes, I didn't even talk about that. The most fatherless environments is in the black community. We used to be at 25, or after slavery and after all the Jim Crow and everything, we used to be 25% born out of wedlock. Now we're 75, 80%.
Damn shame.
When you put those recipes together, or those ingredients in a recipe, you have disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And when disaster strikes, and we won't even hold our young people accountable when the world can see that they're bludgeoning people, burning down an entire, burning down a large portion of the city, taking over the streets, being violent, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. They're not going to get better. They're going to continue to get worse. And who's leading it? Our own people. All right, I think I said enough. I'll see y'all on the next.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to do more Officer Tatum videos in the future, especially if you guys like it. Let me know in the comments down below. But honestly, I agree with everything he said. I don't understand how you could say you care about black lives or you're pro-black, but you don't want to talk about these important topics. Abortion, crime, incarceration, all of these things that us in the black community can fix. You don't have to go to the government or the white man or any other entity that you hate to get this shit fixed. We can look at ourselves and fix this shit and get the results of doing so. I don't understand why we always gotta have pushback on this. And I really don't understand how people would call people like Officer Tatum, Thomas Sowell, myself, Ram, any other person with a similar mindset of coon when we care about the black community and we just don't want to see us killing each other, poisoning each other, especially at such a high rate. Like, come on, man. I don't understand how you could say you care about black lives, but then when somebody kills a black person, a person black, is niggas die every day. But when it's a white person doing it, it's racism. Like, their lives matter the same way. It's ridiculous to me. I really don't understand the mindset of these people. Maybe it's because I didn't go to college my first 2 years at a major university, so I avoided all that brainwashing. I know a lot of people my age nowadays on this woke shit, and it's all about blaming the government, blaming this, blaming somebody else. But at the end of the day, you have to live with your consequences and your choices. And the best thing we can do is acknowledge our choices and fix them, not blame somebody else or say we're being held back. Because to be honest, our ancestors fought, bled, and died for a lot of shit that we enjoy today. Like, they could, I imagine they would kill 100 people to enjoy just some of the comforts we have. AC, cold water, hot showers, warm clothes, 8-hour workday. It's like, come on, man. This is absolutely absurd. But I have to hear people my generation older talking about slavery, like they're slaves and this and the other. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man. But whatever. The whole point of this channel is to talk about shit like this that I don't understand, that doesn't make sense. And hopefully we can find some common ground or, bring some common sense to the world. Well, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm finna watch some basketball. It's your boy Logos, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.